Hello, viewers. Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I hope you're all having a good weekend. There has been some interesting news that has come forth. I saw it through my news feed this morning. It's about 10:30 here in Australia on Sunday morning. And then a notification from Linda G popped up, and she's actually jumped on it as well. Basically, what's happened is that a whistleblower has made a complaint to the intelligence community's Inspector General about apparently a very serious matter, breach of intelligence. The Inspector General has found that the complaint is credible from the whistleblower and is of an urgent concern. Now, the Adam Schiff's Intelligence Committee has then asked the acting Director of National Intelligence, Joseph Maguire, for that report on that whistleblower's complaint of a serious and urgent nature. And he's refusing to hand it over. In the meantime, he's gone and got advice from the director of the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, which is not a norm. The House's Intelligence Committee has a right to that information as part of their oversight. Remembering that they are co-equal branches of government. So I think it's really, time that we actually did a reading on this. So I guess we'll start with why won't the acting Director of National Intelligence release that information to Adam Schiff's committee? Does it involve Trump and anyone else in the White House? I will specifically go to Jared and Ivanka as well, because there have been reports about Jared using WhatsApp and other platforms for private for government business, to communicate government business. And also I want to see, now the whistleblower has lodged the complaint with the Inspector General. How long ago was that? We had Dan Coates standing down. Then we had the Deputy Director of National Intelligence standing down as well to make way for acting DNI Joseph Maguire. What actually is going on there, really? And will the whistleblower come forward? That will be my other question. Now, when I opened up for this reading, I actually saw something else which I want to get onto after this reading around Trump's Taliban meeting and also the bombing of the Saudi Arabian oil production plants as well. Yemen has come out and taken responsibility, but Pompeo has said that it is Iran who's doing that. So we'll take a separate look at that, along with the Pompeo. The Trump administration has announced that there will be business in partnership with the Brazilian government development in the Amazon rainforests. I had no words. That really upset me. I had no words for that. But first, let's get to this whistleblower, because this could be potentially, potentially very, very serious. And we're looking for those critical matters that may result in someone having to resign. So let's go. Why won't the acting DNI release the whistleblower information / report? The Inspector General has said yes, it can be released. It's of a concerning and also an urgent nature. Okay, why won't he? Joseph Maguire, clearly Trump's man. Why won't he release the whistleblower's information? Why won't he release the whistleblower's information? It is a cover-up. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting the White House being firmly and squarely in that loop and almost instructing the acting DNI to do this. Let's have a look. So straight away, we've got hope. So this can be read a couple of ways. So in not releasing the information, in somehow forcing the Intelligence Committee or Adam Schiff to go through the courts yet again to make those lengthy submissions, we've got the time ticking over, and that was a fairly effective strategy with the Mueller report, unfortunately. The other reading that I will give this card is a far more positive take on this, because the star is all about positivity. This is around the whistleblower, because I can see all these crows really carrying this person forward. Crows are messengers. They carry messages from that can be quite transformational. And these crows are going all the way to that star in the sky. So I feel this is the whistleblower. Let's just see what's challenging. Whatever information, it is a shock when these cards come forward. Whatever information that this whistleblower has to give could have resulted in the deaths of people, or has resulted in the death of people. The other element to consider, if this is the whistleblower coming forward to provide hope, is her or his life in danger. But I'm getting a draw that the information, because the Inspector General deemed it urgent, could have or did result in the death of somebody or someone, or could result in that. Let's see what the foundation of the reading. I do feel that this is the anger now that is being generated around this. There are a few things that we won't accept. And I'll say we won't accept, because all of this that Trump has his hand in affects the entire world. We won't accept this blatant it's beyond just mistakes. It's beyond just stupidity. It's actually putting people's lives in danger. And I do feel that this is Schiff, and I do feel the Democrats are going to come forward very strongly, but not just the Democrats. This is also the media as well, and they're riding this very, very strong, passionate energy here. All right, let's see what else is going to come up. Let's see what else is going to come up. What's in the past? The King of Wands. Now that's interesting. That is a leader. It's not necessarily my trump card, but it is somebody who is leading. This could be any number of people from the intel. It could be the whistleblower. I understand the whistleblower is a long-time officer. So this could also be the whistleblower showing leadership. I am getting a pull to the Inspector General here, and I am getting a pull to the Democrats in the House, the lawmakers in the House. Okay, let's see. There's fire energy here. The Four of Pentacles, this is insecurity, and I do feel this is the Trump White House insecurity, but more so I feel it's Joseph Maguire. Joseph Maguire holding on tight to that information with this Four of Pentacles. Oh dear. Okay, so all right. I have to say, the Tower card and sitting right alongside the Death card. This is a matter that's very, very, very serious that could have resulted, and I'm getting a pull toward bombings as well. I don't know whether that's mixed up in this reading or in another reading that I should do, because it's been with me now for about 48 hours. Either way is very, very... Now, the Inspector General deemed this urgent information. Okay, so again, this is extremely serious. Now, right now, we've got a coming together with this Three of Cups. there's also some sort of celebration around this. So when I say celebration, how could you celebrate anything so serious? The Three of Cups. This can also be the Republicans providing cover. Sometimes this comes forward, the Republicans joining ranks to protect the White House, to protect Donald Trump. But I don't feel this is the case. I actually feel this is Schiff ultimately being successful, but we'll ask that. We'll ask that question. The other aspect of this intelligence could be around terrorism as well, cells, that kind of thing. But let's see, I haven't asked that question. The Six of Swords is the atmosphere around this question, and the Six of Swords is generally moving on to a better or a safer harbour. Now, there is a Middle Eastern look about this card, and in fact, you know, you can go to any of those countries, Syria, any of those countries. It could be even in northern in Africa, but it could be a relocation. There's another aspect to this card. There could be a relocation aspect of this. A relocation either of troops or populations, or it could even be pulling agents out of somewhere. There's just a travel and a relocation aspect there. But the Tower card that's sitting alongside the Death card is telling me just how serious this is. Now, the hopes and the fears, the Ace of Swords. This is a lovely card. The Ace of Swords is cleaving away the obstruction to get to the truth. So the hope is that the truth will emerge. Let's see what our outcome cards are. Temperance, balance. Temperance and balance coming forward all the time. Now, the fact that this information is coming out, the fact that the intelligent community's Inspector General was so forthright in his or her recommendations, establishing the credibility and the urgent concern. This card, I just want to stop here, and because I feel this is more and more of those brave people that are serving in public service or in the Intelligence Committee, or the Republicans that are putting their hand up now and turning their back on this president. More and more is coming out to create or restore a balance here. Okay, let's see what's Trump. That's my Trump card, the Lovers card. And Temperance again keeps coming out in relation. These two cards now are coming out time and time again. This is warning me of his imbalance, Trump's imbalance. But it's also suggesting that his imbalance is becoming more and more obvious. And so it will need to be tempered. It will need to be balanced. And again, the other aspect of this is December. Okay. The Eight of Wands, things coming forward very, very quickly. Look at these three cards. It's not going to be able to be buried. Look at the fire energy in these cards. We've got the lawmakers. We've got a plan being put in place, this dragon-like energy. I do feel that this is just going to grow with more and more coming forward. I'm going to ask now, because I feel I should, will that whistleblower, if the acting DNI isn't handing over that report, will the whistleblower go to the media? Quite a high stakes and risky thing for him or her to do. But they may have no other choice. Will the whistleblower... Now, the reason that the acting DNI is not going to release the report is because it concerns confidential communications and intelligence information. Now, if it's already been leaked or you know, by Trump and the White House, for example, if indeed they do, we'll ask that, then it is out there in the public domain. Let's see if the media are going to get this, because I'm feeling they could. Okay, so will this whistleblower speak up? Will this whistleblower speak up? It would be an incredibly risky thing for that whistleblower in this current climate where we see what happened to that young girl at the beginning of 2017. Winter, is it? I need to read on her, that poor girl that she's been put in prison for 5 years. What's going on here with this whistleblower? Will this whistleblower come forward? Will this whistleblower come forward to the media? Will this whistleblower come forward to the media? I feel that they could be weighing this up right now. They're getting support, a lot of support from their family. We've got the government as the signifier card, the Hierophant, and also there's a judgment aspect of the Hierophant as well, given the serious nature of this. Here we have our whistleblower card, the Star. So it looks as though because she or he is a government employee, that's the challenge for her, and of course the penalties that come from not going through. This whistleblower has gone through all the right channels. It's weighing heavily on this whistleblower as to whether or not they need to do more. Now we've got this Death card, and why is it weighing heavily on this whistleblower? Because the information is of a urgent nature and could involve the death of somebody or the Death card. So I wonder what binds the Inspector General from coming forward as well. The Inspector General has said this complaint is credible and of an urgent concern. The Ten of Cups, this is my card for the American voters. So this could even be, I don't know whether it's national security within America or other countries, but this is something that affects each and every voter. Let's have a look. The Devil. Okay, so it could even be the Devil. This could be the Taliban. It could be Vladimir Putin. It could be Kim Jong-un. I keep seeing rockets being launched. The Devil. Okay, let's see this, and it's also the whistleblower's worry, and who the whistleblower is dealing with, the system. The Queen of Wands tells me this whistleblower is protected, though. I'm getting. I know that Linda G saw a woman, but with these two cards, I'm feeling that Linda G is correct. I'm feeling it could be a woman. However, this woman has seen something, witnessed something, read something, found out about something, and has seen something that they shouldn't have seen, this whistleblower. And it's also telling me this this information could really get to the House, because this was my card for the it's not my Pelosi card, but it's certainly my card for the Democrats, or one of my cards for the Democrats. So this Devil also could be Trump, the White House trying to suppress this information. No, we've got Trump right here in the frame right now, trying to stop this information coming forward. And the Five of Pentacles, it's to do with money or money loss, or some sort of loss. Let's have a look at the hopes and fears. Will they go to the media? If they do go to the media, it will mean loss for Donald Trump. And we've got the fear here, this holding on to the information, holding tight, and also the whistleblower feeling quite insecure. I don't think so, though, because we've got the Ten of Wands. If the whistle, would have been too much, too hard, too difficult to go to the media. Now, when you're in the public service and you're dealing with very confidential, secret information, you do sign something, or we do in Australia, and if you do breached that. Well, in Australia, when I was in the public service, the assessor basically told me that if I did, I could be taken outside and shot, and ha ha ha, very funny. But that's the kind of threat that they face. It will come to this is Adam Schiff, I feel. It will come back up to the lawmakers to bring this information forward, but they're going to be restricted in getting it. Two of Wands, they have a plan which will mature in time. There is a loss here for somebody, but they will show strength at the end. So they're going to, the Democrats are going to succeed in getting that information. It's going to go through, it's going to be obstructed, and they could again get a restricted version, which is William Barr's way. But they will show strength, they will push forward, and they will get the information at the end of the day. I don't feel that the whistleblower is going to go to the media today. I actually saw the whistleblower, whether it be a female or a male, sitting, holding hands with somebody and considering whether or not they should be going to the media. Adam Schiff, I think it will fall to Adam Schiff to get the information, and he will get it. It may be not right now, but the upcry is just going to grow and grow. I'm going to ask, did Trump, because the Lovers card, the Gemini, came up, did Trump, it could also be affecting allies as well, America's allies. Was Trump involved in the leaking of whatever that information was? Was Trump involved in this potential breach of national security? Was Trump involved in this potential breach of national security? I am getting a draw to his children, actually. The Queen of Pentacles, it could even be Ivanka, a woman perhaps in the White House, but that's the signifier card. Challenged by the Ten of Wands, which is just carrying this heavy load. It could be the work as well, because this is also fire energy, the Wands. The Truth, this person who has breached national security, or supposedly is challenged by the efforts to bring that information forward. Foundation of the reading, that's an interesting card, meditation to come forward. It's actually not part of the deck, it's one of the extra cards, so I'll clarify that. That could even be a message from me to go within and meditate on this, who it was. Let's see. Okay, was it Trump was the question. I'm getting the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands a lot. Was this Trump? Was this Trump who leaked the information? Could you clarify the meditation card? The meditation card. Was this Trump? Now I know. Now I know what the meditation card meant. This is giving away information, perhaps because the mind is not sharp, or it's a folly, or it was a mistake, a basic mistake, but they've let this information come out. It's someone who, now I know, thank you, Spirit, it's someone who's been heavily carrying a heavy load. Okay, and it's almost like they haven't been in their right mind, but let's have a look. In the past, we've got the Three of Swords. This information could have been around for some time, because this is lost. This card is coming up for Trump all the time. Let's have a look. Was this Trump? Three of Wands. This is overseas, got an overseas aspect to it. It's commerce and its expansion. It could have been information also around when there's commerce and expansion, countries pushing into other countries in some way, because we had that relocation. But commerce and expansion could also apply to Israel. as well, who are now wanting to move into the West Bank. I'm just getting a draw to the Middle East. Control or lack of control. The Emperor is my card for Donald Trump, as well as the Lovers card. This is the president, the autocrat. Okay, so he's probably going to come out and deny. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the Two of Swords. Currently, this is going to put real pressure on the White House and Trump, and there's going to be decisions made. What sort of decisions made? Okay, the Dragon Tamer. This is energies out of control. This is a need for balance, a need to be tempered, a need to be suppressed. The energy is just too much. That's currently with Trump. Now the hopes and the fears is the Tower, unfortunately. So there is real fear, not just from the public, not just from me reading today, not just from you actually watching this. The fear is from the intelligence community, the Inspector General, the Democrats, people in the US. Two of Cups. It looks like there's going to be some sort of unity coming forward here. It could be on that actual intelligence committee. There's some kind of, but this could also be relationships, partnerships, allies as well. The Nine of Wands. Okay, so this again is it's a completion, getting toward a completion of a cycle. Again, this is the weariness and the fatigue. Did Trump, the Four of Wands, this is my card for the Democrats. Did Trump leak that information? I feel that he was involved. We've got the Moon card, a Cancerian energy that's trying to keep secrets. There's a lot of anxiety around this question, a lot of anxiety. This is what's unseen. And this division, this the fighting, the factionalism, the in the corridors of the Congress. This is what it's provoked. This card is not just between faction fighting between Democrats and Republicans. This is faction fighting within the Republican Party. We do have the Knight of Swords. So, did Donald Trump leak that information? The outcome card is the Two of Cups. This is telling me possibly he could have, or someone who's overburdened could have. Let's have a look, because I've got the Nine of Wands there as well. Did Trump leak this information? Did Trump leak this information? Please tell me about the Two of Cups, Spirit. Did Trump leak this information? Did Trump leak this information? We've got Theft and Betrayal as the card coming out of that. This could also be a relationship Trump has with, this question is in relation to Trump. This could be a relationship Trump has with someone. It's considered a betrayal of the national interests. And we've got the Three of Wands, commerce and expansion. Again, we've got this card in the sky, which can be the issue. Can either be the issue or a potential future. It seems to me that the information was leaked in some way because of a relationship or a partnership. This could be an ally as well, a betrayal of an ally and a betrayal of allied interests. Okay, look, those cards are pretty serious. We know that the information is going to come out eventually. It could be doctored, but it will come to Schiff. I just want to ask one more question, because I didn't get a clear answer. It certainly, I think, involves the White House. I think that's according to my impressions. Let's have a look. What about Ivanka? What about Ivanka? Was it Ivanka or Jared that leaked this information, or any of Trump's children really? Was it Ivanka or Jared that leaked this information? Middle East, perhaps? Was it Ivanka or Jared that leaked this information? Ivanka or Jared? Was it Ivanka or Jared that leaked this information? Was it Ivanka or Jared that leaked this information? We've got the Star coming forward again as the signifier card, but anxiety, the Star and anxiety. What is going on here with this Star card? Okay, right. The whistleblower, this is the signifier card, the whistleblower, the anxiety around the whistleblower. That's an awful 9 of Swords, isn't it? It really is, but it just about sums it up. That paralysis, anxiety and paralysis. We've got the 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges. This is the cover-up generally, did Ivanka. The Page of Cups, it could have been Jared or Ivanka. This is a younger person. I didn't get an absolute hit on Trump. I do feel it involves the White House. Now, this is news. This person brings forward surprise news. The Knight of Cups, again, this seductive energy. This could actually even be Jared Kushner. The 8 of Pentacles, money in, money out. It sort of describes the Trump family in the White House, doesn't it? The Hermit, currently, this is the introspection, reflection, and isolation. More so, it's isolation, the White House being isolated. The atmosphere that has been generated is potentially, the Tower is potentially some kind of fairly, significant event here. Let's have a look at the hopes and fears, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are taking a turn for the better. That's the hope. And we've got the Fool, new beginnings, and the Fool card. The 9 of Wands, yeah, this could even be Jared, and no, but then I've got the Lovers. Okay, so the Fool, the 9 of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, so I think it involved Trump and or Jared and Ivanka here, because I'm getting a strong pull to Ivanka. What's unseen here, what's going on now, I just want to reassure you, we've got Schiff. We've absolutely got a plan, this energy coming forward to try and get to the bottom of this. The King of Pentacles, Trump the businessman, and the Queen of Cups is coming forward again. This is this healing energy that's coming into this situation. So this is another example with this 7 of Wands of Trump having to defend himself. I just want to show you this card up close where you'll see the townsfolk coming for this person and this person having to defend themselves. So I just want to reassure you that these energies, these fire energies are continually moving through. The Queen of Cups, this nurturing, moving more into a nurturing, supportive energy is coming through all the time. This is yet another example of the Trump and the King of Pentacles. This is really just another example of what's wrong in your White House in the US. So I'm going to leave it there. It's, really quite serious, this matter, but I feel that there is going to be this, there's nothing much that can stop that dragon energy. It's too strong. So at some point there's going to have to be this report released, albeit it looks like in some restricted form. So, wow. I'll close this reading down and we'll look at what's coming up politically this week. Thank you.